All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another Sunday. Skinny D and the Same Man here in the barbershop once again. Episode 22.
22, my
the
favorite number.
Chillin podcast. 22 is your favorite number.
Favorite number, man.
Well, we'll have to get into that. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you like the video, subscribe, do all that stuff. That actually helps us out a lot. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever, give us that review, like, follow. All the apps have different stuff you're supposed to do. So hit us on Instagram, Twitter, email us, alwayschillinpodcast@gmail.com, and let's get into it. So, you want to talk about toilet seats today? We'll get to that. While I was editing the last episode, when I was talking about the bidet, I heard you say something that I didn't hear you say when we were recording, or I would have asked about it then.
Right,
So I was talking about the bidet, and you said it couldn't be worse than the massage I had. And I was listening, and I hit pause, and I was like, what? And I pulled out my notes. I was like, fuck, I gotta remember to ask him about that. And I edit like laying in bed. My wife was laying next to me, dude. I paused it, and both of our ears like perked, and we looked at each other, and we were like, what did he just say?
Oh, man.
So I gotta ask.
Man, I'm fogging up.
What
I'm
are
gonna go ask
you talking
Oh,
about?
my God, bro. I won't say the business name. And it was a great massage. Don't get me wrong. It was a great massage. It just took me off guard. Okay. My wife talks me into going and getting a massage, and I'm like, okay, that's some cool shit. Me and you together,
Relax, yeah,
you know,
chill.
You side, right? I thought we were gonna be side by side, but no. But anyway, we come in, and it's dark as hell, like too dark. I'm like, damn, it's dark as shit in here, man. What the fuck is going on, right? So she comes around the corner like floating. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck, man? So she's like, you want massage? You want half hour or do you want an hour? So I'm like, shit, an hour.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? It was like $50 more, but I'm like, yeah, let me get a whole hour.
An hour seems like a long time to get.
Well, the whole reason we went is because I had a shoulder issue. That's the whole reason we went. So I'm like, yeah, an hour. So Jenna goes first. And then the secret weapon comes out. You know, she's a bigger gal. I'm like, well, damn. She comes in and takes me. So I go in the room. She goes and gets prepared, right? So I take off my shirt, take off my socks. I hop up on the table.
Okay.
I'm thinking, oh, massage, back massage, right?
Yeah.
So she comes in. No, I'm still sitting in the chair. I got to keep this story exactly to what happened. I'm sitting in the chair, and I'm like, I'm going to hashtag getting a massage or something. You know, I'm here about to get rubbed down or something, right? And my phone is like, I'm getting no reaction on my phone. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I couldn't even get Google. I couldn't get Facebook, nothing, bro, to pop up. So I'm like, whatever. So then I get on the bed, and she comes in, right? And I got my basketball shorts on. So she comes in, and I'm laying down. I don't know what to expect. So she grabs my shorts and just,
whoa.
I'm like, okay, shit, what the fuck? You know, and she lays a towel over me. I'm like, okay. So she goes straight to my fucking shoulder. That was the crazy thing about it. I didn't even tell her. It's like she felt me up and did some shit and went straight to the pain area, bro. I'm like, God damn, she's good. So she's giving me the massage, and I hear my shit popping and cracking and shit. You know, I'm like, damn. So I'm like trying to squeeze my face through the hole, trying to see where she's going, because she's to my back, and that's making me nervous, So her feet disappear. Oh. So I'm like, what the fuck? So now she's up on the bed with me. Yeah, she's like straddling me and shit. And she goes down and she takes my leg, my right leg, and puts it up in the air, bro, and turns me and she's like that far from my gooch, bro. I swear she hit it a couple times, man, and then takes my other leg and puts it in the air and turns me and does it again. So I'm like, what the fuck, man? My wife don't even do this shit. Then she down on my cakes and shit, bro, and I'm like, she's massaging my ass, and then she goes all the way down my legs. Then she gets to my toes, and she does this thing on my toes where I was like, what the fuck was that? So then she comes to my arms and takes my arms, and she does the same. And I'm fucking shaking and shit. I'm like, what is she doing to me, man? And she gets to the ends of my fingers and does the same thing. I'm like, what did she just do to me? I'm like, what the fuck was that, man? So then she sits in this stool, right?
Yeah.
At the top of my head, bruh. And and I hate to do the accent, you know what I mean? But she said, "You want head or no?" I'm like, "No." She said, "No head." I'm like, "Oh, you want to rub my head? Oh, yeah, go ahead." I'm like, "Bitch, my wife in the other room. What the fuck?" She said, "You want head or no?" I'm like, "No, I don't want no head, man. What the fuck kind of place is this, right?" So, long story short, we get down to massage, man, and I'm just like, I just feel violated, you know what I'm saying? So, and we all greasy and shit still. So I'm in the car just like, should I tell Jenna what happened or should I not? Man, I'm like, God, did they do that shit to you? So we get like 3 blocks from the fucking place, man, and my phone's just bing, 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 bing. So I'm like, God damn, I'm thinking this is an emergency. So I pull over because I don't want to text and drive, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at my phone. And it says, "Do not take your clothes off. Do not take your clothes off." The janitor was in the next room trying to fucking text me. Bro, they had a phone jammer in the fucking building.
What?
So I was like, wait a minute. She's like, my text wouldn't go through. And I was like, I didn't get any of your texts.
What?
Yeah, man. Great massage. Like
Why was she telling you not to take your clothes off?
Because they had already did her. Like, she went in first.
Oh, and the same shit happened to her?
Same shit happened to her. I was like, so they did do the same thing to you? And she said, yeah. I was like, oh, my God. I thought it was just me, man. Yeah, great massage. Like I said, I'll say it again. Great massage.
He was like, went home and sat under
just,
blankets.
Yeah, just.
had like cups of soup.
Man, that shit was crazy, man.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
that was the massage, man.
Holy shit.
And she's been trying to get me to go back, but I just can't. I just can't.
Would you rather do that or your what's colonoscopy thing again?
Ooh. Yeah, I'd have to go get the massage. Yeah, I take
the massage is better than the.
I take the massage. You made your appointment yet? Speaking about it,
No.
You ain't made your appointment yet.
I think I'm good till I'm 40. I think you're supposed to do that when you turn 40.
I'm pretty sure it's 30, dog.
Well, they didn't call me yet. They didn't call me. He started checking my balls for tumors last time I was in there.
Yeah.
He's like, you're at the age where I usually start checking for testicular cancer. I'm like, hey man, get after it, dog.
Hurry up.
I would rather let you do it than get testicular cancer, I guess.
Hurry up too.
Yeah.
It might be 31, man, but you.
Well, I'm turning 31 this year, so they'll.
Okay, I think it might be 31.
They'll let me know. They're on top of my checkups pretty good. It's like the only thing the VA is on top of is my checkups.
Okay.
Every year they're like, you better fucking come get your checkup, because if I don't, then because VA is kind of like my health insurance.
Right.
So if I don't go, then I
lose it.
Then I fall off. Yeah.
That's crazy as shit.
So
the more and more you tell me about them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, so they're real crazy about it. So if I don't schedule it, they start calling me,
harassing,
sending me emails
threats.
and shit.
Bring your ass in, y'all.
Yeah, I'll have to ask him about it this year, I guess.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 31 though.
It's 31.
If anybody knows, let him know, man.
Hey, if I gotta do it, then I gotta do it. I'll just Google it, man.
What the cartoon say? It was Doonesbury. Like I said, it said, "Don't let embarrassment kill you." So I was like, "Shit."
That's so funny. That dude did that on purpose.
Shit.
What age?
Go ahead and lay down. Take it. Take that.
Colonoscopy. Let's see. It says regular screening beginning at age 45.
Hold up. What?
That's what it says. That's what it says, dude.
Wait a minute.
That's what it says.
I've been bamboozled.
This one says colonoscopies are recommended for most people at age 50 and repeated every 10 years. They're recommended at age 45 for black men.
Oh, yeah, always.
They have a higher risk of colorectal cancer. And women, too. Black men and women.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think back why I went then.
Yeah, so I don't...
I'm trying to think back on why I went then.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering, man. I think you did get bamboozled.
I think I got bamboozled, man. Well, anyway, I did it. But shit.
Hey.
I'm 3 years overdue. Apparently.
Yeah, I don't know why
that shit was so funny, man.
Before I went to boot camp, they had to check us for hemorrhoids. So he
Oh.
just like, and then he just like looks. So you just like have to bend over and spread them.
Yeah.
And then the dude just like he like leans in and just
Yeah.
he just looks at your butthole.
Dudes in the penitentiary, believe it or not, man, that hemorrhoid shit was like catching a cold in there. Dudes, sticking shit up in their ass all the time and shit.
Yeah,
you know
I guess
what
I was
mean?
like, why?
Yeah, sticking shit and you fucking up the track, man.
I always forget about that.
Fucking up the track.
I always forget about that part of prison. I'm like,
Motherfuckers in there leaking and shit.
I'm like, what's happening to their buttholes?
And they fucking up the track. Stuffing packages and shit in there.
Hemorrhoids.
Whole QPs, syringes. I'm like, how the fuck you get syringes in here? Don't
We talked about that. Yeah, we don't need a diagram.
You got a whole stomach.
Nobody needs to tell us. Nobody needs to tell us how you do that. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. Everybody gets real sick in boot camp too. I got pink eye real bad. The drill instructors would call me Terminator for a
Pink
while.
eye.
Yeah.
Somebody farted in your face.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
That's
so.
what they say.
I don't
Or
think
is it
so.
a dog? I think I've been bamboozled again on that one, but I always heard that it was somebody farting in your face.
Well, yeah,
or
I think it
something.
is from like shit particles.
Fecal matter. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then like it's just like if one person gets it, like half of the people are gonna get it, and I was just one of the half of the people that got it.
I don't think I've ever had pink eye in my life.
Yeah, it's not cool.
I've had a sty before.
It's not that bad. I mean, it's like inconvenient, I guess. Like you
Yeah,
wake
hell
up
yeah.
and you just like can't open your eye.
Yeah, that shit'll fuck you.
It's just inconvenient.
fuck up
It's
your
not that-
Friday night on payday.
Yeah.
My dad used to say that shit.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. So for like a week in boot camp, I was waking up like with my eyes stuck.
Ooh.
I'd have to get my hand wet and
I don't think I've ever
wipe
had
all
pink eye.
the fucking crust off.
I had a sty in my eye before though, and it was Friday night on payday. Man.
Was
True
it?
story.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
man.
Well, then, hey.
Yeah. I was supposed to go out somewhere, had my suit all ready, but I just couldn't go, man.
You had a sty. Could you see it in the mirror? Was it like a big? thing? I don't think I've ever had a sty.
Yeah, and it just it's a hell of a process, man. You just got to scrape your eyeball until that joint wants to come out, man. Pretty much.
Does your wife? Does she enjoy like digging your blackheads and stuff out?
Yeah, she'll do
Pop-
that shit,
popping
man.
your
Yeah,
pimples.
she'll do that shit. But you know the crazy thing about it, my mom used to do it to my dad too.
Yeah, I think it's just a.
I don't know if I
think it's just a wife thing.
I think it is. I think
My wife does it too. She gets excited about it.
Yeah.
She has favorite spots. She'll
right. Yeah.
She'll
I'm
check
like,
for.
are you serious?
I got big pores that get shit in them. I guess.
Yeah. That's
And
that's
she'll.
I don't know what's
she'll,
up.
She'll save them up. She has some kind of. She has some kind of internal
Memory
clock.
bank,
And
yeah.
it's like ding, time to check the pores.
I got a map of your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gets excited.
She weird
Sometimes-
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
she weird.
Sometimes I'll find a zit on me or something. I'll be like, oh, I gotta save this. So I'll Snapchat.
Got
my-
you. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
I'll
I'm gonna let her look at it. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
fuck with it.
Snapchat it to her. Like, check this shit out.
I find that it could be a very intimate moment.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, that can turn into some shit. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That can turn into some shit real quick.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like a little back rub if she can't find
Know what I'm
anything.
saying?
Sometimes it hurts.
Let
I'm
me-
kind of, dude, I'm such a wuss about it. I am, man. I have tattoos all over.
That shit's different. They don't get that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. But she can't, if she plucks a nose hair, I'm done. I'm gone if she tries plucking a nose hair.
I enjoy doing that to myself. I learned how to do it in barber school, so
Yeah, I can't do it. This shit hurts.
yeah.
Like, you pluck one nose hair and I'm like crying. I can't do my eyebrows, really. She wants to wax my unibrow.
Ooh. See, I'm real personal with my shit. I rock mine, man. Yeah, I rock mine. I ain't even tripping about it.
Yeah, she doesn't let mine get past a certain point. Before I can't leave the house, she'll grab it. She got her little razor things.
Well, that's what she does.
Yeah,
so
she
it's
she
probably
wants-
in her.
yeah, she wants to wax it and stuff. I'm like,
She in
I
your
don't know.
your
Shit.
grill.
Yeah, this shit hurts.
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm straight. I like mine. My daughters are mad at me because they got them too. But hey,
That's just strong genetics, man.
I told her what Brooke Shields back in the '80s. She had the big eyebrows, and they coming back. I'm seeing girls with
You think so?
with some hellacious eyebrows on their face.
Some hellacious
With some hellacious eyebrows out here. Y'all creative as fuck. That's all I'm gonna say. Let the professionals give you some tips too.
So, my wife's been asking me about this every week for a little bit. She wants me to ask you where you were at when 9/11 happened. This was just the 20th anniversary, so it's everywhere. And every time we go record and we come back, she's like, "Did you ask him?" And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. So, and I was like,
I was
don't know.
sitting on the couch rolling a blunt, getting ready to go to work.
Really?
And my homeboy stayed a block from me, and he's like 6'4", 300. And I seen him sprinting, like running so hard, this dude's tearing up the grass.
Damn.
I thought I seen dust coming up behind him. And I went and grabbed the strap.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck, dog?
Yeah,
Yo, big ass running,
on,
dog.
man?
What the fuck? So he's like, man, you see this shit? I'm like, what? I'm ready to pop somebody. You know what I mean? Turn on the TV, man. And as soon as it turned on the TV and that second plane hit, I didn't.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
Like, what the fuck is this, man? He's like, man, we being attacked. I'm like, man, get the fuck out. You know, I'm
Yeah.
jokey. I'm a jokey joke, motherfucker. I'm like, man, I'm like, hold the fuck up. Like, damn, people jumping out the fucking buildings and shit.
Yeah, that's what I remember the most. The pictures and videos of the people just going head first out the building.
And that's when I was like,
Yeah,
what
that
the
shit.
fuck? This is fucking real.
Yeah. How old was I? I was 10.
Yeah,
I remember thinking that too. Like I saw it on TV, and I thought my mom was watching a movie.
right.
Like,
Just
it
didn't
didn't-
quite
yeah, like-
what is this?
Didn't compute that it was a real thing that would be happening.
Right. Yeah. And the crazy thing about that night, and we had already had this pre-planned. We were gonna drive down to St. Joe, Missouri, to pick up the homie from Merrillville College, Northwest Missouri State College. So we had to go, bro. We saw one semi with no load coming the opposite direction. That's all we saw. It was so fucking scary.
Damn, everybody was just
If
locked up at home.
Yeah, if we wanted to bring back 6 tons of crack, 6 tons of heroin on a trailer with no cover, driving 200 mile an hour, we could have.
Damn.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I
just
guess
that.
I don't really remember.
Yeah, you were 10.
Yeah, I don't really remember after that. Like as far as I was concerned, it went back to normal.
So you were probably in school
quick.
already that day, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were already in school.
Yeah, I remember the teachers wheeling the TVs in.
Yeah, I remember going to snatching my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. And just pretty much going into hiding, man. That was a very fucked up, scary ass moment. Because what did
Yeah, I guess I don't remember what it was like right after. So what was it like around here for like, the like week after that?
very, very quiet.
Yeah.
Very, very somber. Very quiet. We got the base in Omaha,
Mm-hmm.
and the president flew here.
Oh yeah.
So that made us fucking nervous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably.
Just growing up through the 80s and growing up through the Russian beef, whatever you want to call it, where it almost happened. I lived through that. They almost did it by accident even. But we always knew growing up that the 100th meridian is Gothenburg, Nebraska. Smack dab in the middle of the earth is Gothenburg, Nebraska. Did you know that? You ever seen that sign going to Denver? Yeah, that's the 100th meridian. That's where Russia had everything pointed.
Damn.
So we're like, what the fuck? He's here. He's the base in Bellevue. It just made me nervous. They'll take us out. We'll be the first motherfuckers to go because he's here. And I just remember being really nervous about him being here in Nebraska. And it was so nerve-wracking. And then Halloween. I remember walking around that Halloween. And my son wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling it.
Eerie.
Yeah, it was just eerie, man. And I remember I went and bought him some shit, and we went back home.
Mm-hmm.
That was Halloween. And then I think a few weeks after that, we got stomped by Miami. They started sports back up because everything stopped. They thought they were going to attack the football game or the thousands of people in one spot. Man, they cut sports out for probably a week or two. No award shows, no, kind of like what the fuck is going on now, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say it seems kind of
similar, but
familiar.
not. Yeah. I mean, because everybody had to, no huge gatherings. We couldn't be here. We couldn't be there. I don't think we had a curfew. I think just people were just doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably what's different is there's nobody people weren't fighting that one too hard. Probably.
Right.
People were probably like, I'll stay home.
We gonna stay home. Yeah, that I remember very vividly. I was rolling a blunt, getting ready to ride to work.
Damn.
Working at Kawasaki back then.
Damn. Oh shit.
Then after that, it was the anthrax. Remember that shit? It was the anthrax scare.
Yeah, I remember that too.
About 02, 03, a little bit after that. Then what was it after that? Swine flu.
Yeah, fuck.
And where they fucked up is they called it swine flu, so it hurt the pork industry. So the pork industry was like, hey, motherfucker. So then they gave it its patented name and number, H1N1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the bird flu.
Damn. I can't believe how many like historical events have happened.
Then West Nile.
Since
Bro, we can go
I've
on.
been alive.
Just
Like, what the
since
fuck?
this is shit since we've been alive, man. And one we talked about the other day that you don't hear about that that was rampant when I was a kid, chicken pox. Does anybody get the chicken pox anymore?
Yeah, I think I had chicken pox.
I did too back in 83 or something like that.
I think I did. Well, now I think they just get vaccinated for it.
Oh, they could just wipe it all the way out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Everybody's cool with that. No,
Yeah.
and nobody has a problem with that.
Nobody got a problem with that. Yeah, chicken pox, man. It's like that shit just left the crib or something.
Not to get into the vaccine thing, but it's like, how come like there's a measles vaccine, there's polio vaccines, like smallpox, whatever, chicken pox, and nobody's had a problem with that. Like everybody's kids have to get those to go to school already,
Off top.
and those are fine.
Can't even come in the building.
Yeah, when I was in the Marine Corps, I got a ton of vaccinations.
Prison too. They
And-
gave us all kinds of shit.
Yeah, and I didn't have a problem with those. But like I know people who
Who
got all those shots when they were in the Marine Corps, didn't have a problem with it, but then I have a specific problem with this shot. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's just weird. Like either be against mandating vaccines. Be against mandating vaccines or don't, I guess is what I'm saying. Just pick a side. Don't
Pick a
be-
side.
Like don't be like these vaccines are cool, but this one specifically is not cool.
Nah. Because you don't know what I don't know what the fuck they put in me in there.
Yeah.
And you
like,
don't either.
Yeah, you don't know what's in any of them.
Could have been saline water or some shit for
So
all
like
I know.
if you're anti-vax, cool, be anti-vax, but at least be consistent.
Play your
Just
game.
Be consistent about
Just
it.
play your game. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's fine. So, what's the deal with the toilet seat? You
Oh,
you a
fuck,
beef
man.
You got a beef with the toilet seat?
I got
for,
beef with the toilet
for
seat.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Maybe about 2.5 weeks. But anyway, Jenna got this new toilet seat.
With a bidet on it.
Nah. It's fancy though. It's fucking
Okay.
fancy, man.
All right.
Well, I don't know if it's the screws or if it's the angle of it. But I got up a couple weeks ago one night to piss. And she's very anal about bringing this drill bit home so she could fit the, so it could be long enough to get the screws in. So I stopped and got the goddamn thing. She put it on. So I'm pissing, man, and it's halfway dark, halfway lit, and my eyes are kind of, I'm pissing, and I'm looking at the toilet seat, and it slowly starts going down. And I can't stop, man. I'm like,
Oh, fuck.
I'm like, Jenna,
Oh, shit.
I just peed on your toilet.
They hate that.
They hate that
They hate
shit.
that.
So I thought it was just that one time, man. So shit, I'm coming home or I gotta run to the bathroom, take a piss real quick, man. And I'm pissing, and this toilet seat just. I'm like, I can't stop how I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? That shit's in
Yeah.
the movie, so I gotta pee on this. I've been pissing on this toilet seat for 2 weeks. Until she fixes it, we gonna continue to have beef. Just what it is, man.
It's one of those slow shut ones.
Just slow
It's like-
as shit too, man.
It's like one of those ones you can't slam. That would
right.
Is that what it is?
Right. So
we have some of those. We have some of those, and I when I'm done, I slam it because it doesn't, So when I go to somebody else's house, dude, I always slam the
Wow.
shit out of their toilet seat, man. Every time I'm like,
yeah,
"Bah!"
been
It's
beefing
porcelain
with
on
that
porcelain.
motherfucker, man. She gonna have to fix it.
Damn, that's crazy.
Until then,
But what's the problem with it?
I don't know.
How can you even fix it?
I don't know how you fix it because it's on there perfect. I'm like,
What's fancy about it?
oh, it's got the cushion.
Yeah, that seems
Yeah,
gross.
man, it got that
The cushion
on
seems
there.
gross.
Yeah, the cushion used to freak me out too. But it's.
I mean, yeah, it's comfy.
It's one of the most comfortable shits a man can take, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I wish I could have you over, but it'd be a little weird, I'd like to try that, but hey,
hey, it's nice. It's nice.
Splash.
Yeah.
No, you said
Yeah,
it's a constant
it's
flow.
It's more like
Constant flow. Okay. It's getting in there. Yeah.
That's funny, man. You want to talk about football? I mean, we don't have, not our entire audience is Nebraska fans, so some of you might just have to deal with it for a second. Maybe
y'all gonna have to deal with it,
give you
man,
a peek into the mind of what it's like to be a Nebraska fan for the last fucking.
If y'all don't know about Nebraska,
forever.
This is Footballville, man.
That shit's rough, man.
Women used to give their babies up to the football team, bro. Around here, it seemed like it.
I was gonna say, what does that mean?
Yeah,
literally.
Take him. He's ready now.
Yeah,
big ass corn-fed motherfuckers around here, man, and it doesn't seem like we have those boys anymore.
Yeah.
For one, I think. Excuse me. I can't remember what year it was. I think it was 95. Yeah, I think it was 94 or 95, where back in the Big 12, all the O lines and D lines would get together and they would have like steak eat-offs and shit.
Yeah, they don't do that no more.
They don't do that no more, and that kills competition.
Yeah.
We won that shit hands down every fucking year. Like, we ate like thousands of pounds more than other O lines.
It's just a bad look now.
Well,
a bunch of the kids they're trying to recruit now are probably vegan. You know?
Right. And then I think we had the number one heaviest O line for like 3-4 years.
Well, I'm pretty sure they were all juicing too. So
then there's that.
So
but we had some big, just big motherfuckers. Now these dudes, they all look like small NBA centers. That makes sense to you?
Yeah.
Tall, not big, but lean. Mm-hmm. And they're getting fucking pushed around.
Yeah.
They're getting their asses kicked right now, man. And that's the pride and joy in Nebraska, man, is that pipeline. Mm-hmm. First.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. It's like how quickly it went from, oh, we're going to win this game to, oh, shit, we lost this game. It was like, oh, fuck, we're going to win. For sure, we're going to win. And then a second later.
Well, my coach used to say,
no, we're not. That shit's crazy.
Y'all figured out a way to lose it.
Oh, yeah, and I just don't know what anybody can do about it.
I feel.
What can a coach even do?
I have all the faith in the world in Scott. I have all the faith in the world in Scott. But
I do, too. I just think he's super unlucky at this point.
Right now.
Honestly.
First.
Like, he's just so unlucky.
First. And you'll be like, no, dude, this at
he's
this
so,
point, it's just unlucky, man.
It's like to the point where if a ball bounces to the left instead of the right, his record is twice as good.
It's unlucky.
And he's one of the best coaches Nebraska's ever had.
I hate to use the word too.
Yeah,
but it's just unlucky right now, man.
It's insane. Watching the games, it's like, how? Like, I've never seen anything like it.
Every
week, it's like, I've never seen anything like this happen before.
What you did at UCF was great. To take a 0-13 team the next year and go 14-0, great. But I can't say that word. Geographically,
yeah,
you have a lot of Florida kids. Mm-hmm. This is Nebraska. That ain't gonna work here. That shit you did down there, that little cute shit down there, this is Nebraska. This is a different animal. This is a different beast. UCF can't hold Nebraska's jock as far as history and tradition. They might come in here and run us out the gym right now, too.
Yeah, they probably
would.
But
as far as
I was gonna say,
tradition and history, fan base, following, they ain't fucking with us. But what you did down there, bro, ain't gonna work here. And another thing is, you can't always bring your homies with you.
Yeah, I think
few of those guys, I ain't gonna say their names, but a few of them guys that probably should have been gone 3 years ago. I don't know how the old line coach.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem too. Is some of the staff just
don't want to hurt no feelings.
I mean, some of the staff just isn't meshing, man.
They ain't meshing,
and it doesn't have to be something personal. It doesn't have to be like you're bad at your job. Like, you're good.
You're not.
You're good. You're good at creating a certain kind of lineman
somewhere else,
and that kind of lineman doesn't necessarily work in the Big Ten.
Here.
Maybe. Like,
at Nebraska.
Yeah, it's nothing personal.
Nothing personal.
But yeah, when you bring your homies with you everywhere, then it does kind of get personal.
It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work. I even think, the kid played a hell of a game. But and not all those sacks were his fault. Because the dude's moving. But you can just see the O-line collapse
Immediately.
Immediately. Like,
well, and everyone said he missed those wide open touchdowns to the tight ends in the seam over and over. Well, how's he supposed to
collapsed.
see him? He can't. By the time he can't even see that route, he's already running for his life.
He's collapsed, and you watching it on TV a different angle, bro. I mean, and you ain't down there on that field. Yeah, the pocket's already been collapsed.
That dude, Adrian gets 100% of the blame and 0% of the credit, man. And
quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, I was the first one to give him shit when he was playing bad, and he's playing great, man. This year he's playing off the charts.
I could
phenomenally.
tell.
Imagine what those games are like if Adrian's not playing like he plays.
But I like that Smothers kid, man.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna be really good.
He's a different runner.
Yeah, he's definitely the future.
Different runner. He's got a pipe on him.
Yeah, he'll be real good too. But
he got them shakes.
Yeah,
he's a straight up runner.
Adrian's balling out, man.
He's balling out, but he's too straight up a runner, and he gets tacked. That's why he got tacked in the jaw, dude.
I don't think he was wearing his mouth guard.
Probably wasn't.
It didn't look like he had a mouth guard in.
Which I don't think that's in high school it's a penalty, but I think in college it's optional.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I saw he had a mouth guard in every single play after that for sure. So I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, a lot of quarterbacks don't.
Yeah, pretty sure he didn't have a mouth guard in and he took a shot to the chin. Is what it looked like.
Yeah, I thought he was done. I thought he broke his jaw.
Yeah, he's playing out of his mind, man. He's playing great.
Yeah, he is statistically. Yeah, I was like, wow. Well, you kind of hit me to the last. I was like, really?
Yeah. Like imagine if he's not playing like that.
But you know what I said, and I kind of said this to my cousin, man. Maybe it's just not the year of the quarterback anymore.
Yeah,
maybe
we do. I mean, our running back situation is.
I mean, in general, in football in general, in college football in general, maybe it's just not the quarterback. I just the receivers. I'm seeing a lot of receiver talent, man, and I think it may be transitioning to the year of the receiver because there's a lot of big school quarterbacks, Ohio State, they're all kind of having issues with their quarterbacks right now.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just not the year of the quarterback no more. Maybe it's going to the wide receiver. The Heisman Trophy will tell that. Because I don't think in all the games that I watched, I can't say there's a quarterback that I would say was Heisman worthy. I got a couple running backs and a few wide receivers.
Yeah. Well, that's what's frustrating, too, is if Nebraska gets their shit together, just like a little bit. Just get your shit together.
Just a little bit.
Just get your shit together
that
a
much
little
right
bit.
There.
And we can probably be like Ohio State looks vulnerable. Iowa looks vulnerable. Wisconsin looks vulnerable.
Michigan State was vulnerable.
Michigan State.
Oklahoma was vulnerable.
Well, and there's so many. Oklahoma, I would argue we should have won that game if it wasn't for our own dumbass selves. I would argue that we should have won that game last night.
Should have won that game. Should have won that game.
Yeah, I mean, should have don't really matter when the scoreboard says we lost, but that's the most frustrating thing about it is if we get our shit together just a little bit. I mean, I think we could win the Big Ten. Everybody just not
at least our division.
I mean, not because we look great, but because everybody else.
Everybody looks like shit. That's what I said.
Yeah, everybody else looks like they can lose. Like this, if we're gonna get our shit together one year, this is the year to do it. Like
same thing I said. There's a lot of 3-2 teams. There's a lot of 2-2 teams. There's a lot of 1-2 teams right now.
Yeah, the Big Ten's just gonna eat each other up.
Yeah.
If we could just tread water and just win most of our Big Ten games, we could win the division.
I said the same thing.
But
nobody's pulling away right now.
Not because we're great, but because everybody else is kind of slumped a little bit, and I would argue that we're probably better than we were last year, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't think I would get crucified for saying we're better than last year. But
and I do see he's going. I'm starting to see that home state talent transition back into the roster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Luke Reimer.
Right. I got a cousin. His boy's a freshman. He made fall roster. Shout out Maddox Burton.
Nice.
He's on the fall roster. There's quite a few Lincoln kids getting back in, which is something Tom Osborne did.
Yeah.
I mean, I think every single, most of them, through the 80s and the 90s, our O-line, small town Nebraska. Mm-hmm. If not Lincoln, Omaha, always small town Nebraska. Omaha Central High School in Omaha, Nebraska, bro, the nickname was I-Back High. They didn't call it Central High. It was called I-Back High. They just, come on. Come on. Keith Jones, Mon Green. Man, I can go on and on.
Yeah.
Clinton Childs, most of our running backs back in the 80s and 90s Central High School. Other than Mike Rozier, I think he was from the East Coast. But most of our running backs came from Central High School.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I miss that too. I miss having good running backs.
Right, man.
I don't know. I like running the ball.
Where 4 running backs, man, had 100 yards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit was just...
Not to say the guys we have now look bad. I think they look pretty good. They all look pretty good.
Run that option, man. You got the personnel. It's
that looks
working.
good. Well, they put that one pitch on the ground last night, though.
Other than that.
At the worst possible moment.
Other than that. Run that option.
It's always like some spectacular failure at the worst possible moment.
Mental.
It's never just a minor mistake when it doesn't really matter. It's always always a game shattering. We go from winning to losing
that quick, and ultimately the players win the game.
Yeah,
we all know that, but the coaches, they're responsible for a lot. They're responsible for putting the pieces.
Yeah,
in the
I don't
right
know.
places.
It's just like, are they just used to losing? Is it just like, they're just used to losing?
Coaching staff, you mean?
Everybody.
Everybody.
The coaching staff, the players at this point, are they just...
Well, I guess the big gripe is now everybody gets a ribbon.
Yeah, I mean, they're just used to finding a way to lose.
Everybody gets an orange slice and a juice.
Yeah, well, I mean, not even that, but it feels like if they could just string together 3 wins in a row, then it would be the spark plug, and then they would start winning more.
Oh, winning cures everything. Fuck yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So like, are they stuck in this just cycle of?
Well, that's where I said
until they can break it somehow, and it feels like they're so close to doing it every fucking week. That's what I want to pull the plug and just not be invested anymore.
Yeah,
but it's like they're so close, and it's like, oh, next week could be the week. Like even now, I'm like, next week Northwestern could come in here and we could beat the brakes off.
Hey, they play us too, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm scared of them.
Yeah,
I'm scared of them. Who'd I say? Michigan State, I was scared of.
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma.
Well, yeah.
But Northwestern and Michigan State. The past 7 years, Northwestern been kicking our fucking ass.
Mm-hmm.
And I think their student body, I think they got like 5,000 student body. Man, one of the I think it's the smallest school in the fucking Big Ten.
Yeah, well, that's what's frustrating too, is I can see Northwestern coming in here and losing pretty bad.
They always got that little squatty ass, quick ass little quarterback.
Well, I could see us beating them by 14 points, or I could see Northwestern coming in here and beating us. Like I have no idea what's gonna happen. That's what's so stressful about it. I wake up on Saturday like my heart's beating faster.
Oh, believe me, they chomping at the bit for Nebraska.
Yeah,
we're probably circling on everybody. And then the shit we pulled last year, we should have just shut up.
Yeah.
But we thought
that's my problem.
We're in Nebraska and we want to play, so we should play. You know, and then they gave y'all the #1 hardest schedule in the nation.
Yeah.
Yeah. then there were some calls where the pitch where it was clearly a backward pass.
Yeah, last night too. They would like stop and review things. And it's like, why
on our side of the ball?
Yeah, why do you have to review that?
What the fuck is going on?
Why are they always stopping us and reviewing shit? For no reason.
You saw that, huh?
Well, yeah, it never happens to the other.
Well, did you hear the commentators? I heard a little bit of hate from the Nebraska fans. Have to be upset. Yeah. We are, motherfucker. Fuck you. You know?
Yeah, like, we know.
We know. I was like, did he just say that? Yeah, he said that. Like, damn, man, they always got something to say about them Huskers, man.
Yeah, it's weird, man. I think it's a legit curse, man. I think somebody went out to the 50-yard line of Tom Osborne Field over there, and they did some kind of blood goat sacrifice curse. And
the only thing could happen. The only thing could happen.
Nebraska's not allowed to win until I don't know until we send Frank Solich an apology letter or something.
Hey,
I don't know.
Hey man, I wouldn't mind having old Frank. You gotta give him a role somewhere. He was our running back coach.
Yeah,
he was that guy that had all them running backs. He was the one that going to Omaha and Central saying let's go.
Yeah,
but I look at it a little deeper as an ex-athlete, and it's all in your ability to motivate. You have to have the ability to motivate.
Well, see, and it doesn't even seem like that. They seem motivated as hell. Like you watch them, they look like they're playing their fucking asses off.
Yeah, but when you make those many mental mistakes.
Yeah, well, and it's not even. I think that's the frustrating.
It's not even like 17 and 18, 19-year-old kids. Me, as a 46-year-old coach, I'm supposed to have you tip top.
Right, but it's not even, I wouldn't even say it's in the realm of so many mistakes. It's like one really, really bad one.
When you know you should.
Yeah, it's like one really, really, really bad mistake. They They had 5 yards in the second half. Their offense. That's legit. That's not a fake stat. They had 5 yards in the second half, and they still won the game.
Yeah, the ability.
That's
to
crazy.
motivate.
There was no reason they should have won that game except for one really bad mistake, which is just punting the ball to the left instead of the right. That's it.
I know. I say he go. I mean, who's Grant Wistром's coaching high school ball down in Missouri somewhere.
You think he should just go?
You gotta bring some old boys back,
like
man.
assemble the A team.
You gotta bring some old boys back, man. The people that understand this fucking culture, because that's what it is. It ain't just fucking football here.
Yeah, well, I mean, the linebackers look great, and
Yes, they do.
fucking Barrett Roots, coaching them.
D-line, and, you know, come on. What you see what I'm? You see where I'm going with it?
That makes sense.
Come on, man. We got to go get some old blood back in here. You know, there's a lot of ex-Huskers out there that have the coaching chops. I know Keyo Craver was coaching. I think he's in Central right now.
We need to hire a special teams coach.
Definitely,
Probably.
most definitely. Man,
Stop doing that fucking special teams consultant thing.
Get you an OC. That's my whole thing is
hire a special teams coach.
he called plays when he was in Oregon. Scott did.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is that playbook, bro?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what.
And don't tell me you ain't got the personnel because everybody's big, fast, and strong.
I don't know why we're so bad inside the red zone. It's like we can only score touchdowns from 40 yards out.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's so weird.
Where's that playbook, bro? We don't have the personnel. That's bullshit.
I don't know. I do think firing him this year would be a mistake because it does kind of seem like the stuff that he started trying when he first got here that didn't work is starting to work. Like those little swing passes he would throw. Those are starting to get us 6-7 yards every time he calls them now.
I hate that play in football.
I mean, I do too, but when he first got here, it was a negative 2-yard play every
All
time.
the time.
And he's saying, just wait. I'm still getting my shit together. Like we're getting the culture we want. We're getting receivers that want to block.
That option
blah, blah,
looks
blah.
good.
Yeah, the option looks good. Like the stuff that he's trying to do is starting to look good. Actually.
And they say he's been known to grab a helmet and get under center and show him.
Yeah. So
I've been hearing that.
I don't know. I think he's too. It just feels like we're so close, and I think firing a dude right now would just be. And then what? And then we start over again.
He's the homeboy, man. Dude ain't going nowhere. Matter of fact,
I mean, I hope he doesn't. I really think it would be a huge mistake. At least, if nothing else, so that the next guy knows that you're going to let him finish his contract out.
I don't actually. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't see Nebraska in the Big Ten in the future.
Really?
No. I have no prediction on where they'll land, but I just don't. It's not a good match.
I don't
it's
know.
not a good marriage.
I think it either has to be the Big 10 or the Big 12. But the Big 12,
they're about to.
I mean, the Big 12 wouldn't even make any
Wouldn't
sense.
make no sense because that would be like
And Nebraska's
Pee Wee League.
Nebraska's not going to go to the SEC.
No. Yeah. I have no prediction on where they'll land. But right now, it's not a good marriage.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just tired of losing to these teams, man. I'm tired of Iowa beating us. I'm tired of Minnesota beating us. And it's not even. I don't even give it. That's my problem with the Big Ten is I don't even care. Like I wake up, I'm like, who are we playing? Northwestern, Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State. It doesn't matter. My excitement level is still the same. Like I remember waking up on, like the day we're about to play Oklahoma, and it has real Big 12 ramifications.
It did, and I didn't feel like it got I didn't feel like it had the pump it deserved.
Yeah,
that game, the tradition, the history of Nebraska.
Well,
Oklahoma.
and I was just so scared of getting fucking absolutely.
Well, they disrespected us, man. They had I seen 42 to 44, man. I'm like, whoa, and only beat us by a touchdown. I'm like, that was fucking disrespectful right there.
Yeah.
Damn.
I spent everything leading up to that game just scared of how it was gonna go. But I remember, I was a kid when Nebraska was in the Big 12 pretty much the whole time. Like they weren't in the Big 12 when I was an adult.
Right,
really,
that's right. It was Big 8. It was the Big 8 for me.
I guess when I was 19, when did they leave? Like 2010, 2009,
98, I think 99.
When they left the Big 12?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't 98, 99.
Maybe 2000.
Let me see.
Oh, when they left the Big 12. I'm thinking the Big 8. Oh, yeah, I'm going back to Big 8 days. Yeah,
Big 12 was 2011.
Okay.
So they left when I was in the Marine Corps.
They left the Big 8.
I was living in California when they left. But I remember waking up and being like, oh, shit, we're playing Texas today. That's cool. Or we're playing Texas Tech. That's cool. Even Oklahoma State, Kansas was fun. Kansas State was always fun,
Which would
like I miss playing all those teams.
And all they did with the Big 8 is add 4 Texas teams.
Mm-hmm.
So the Big 12 was the original Big 8. And the Big 8, bro, we hated it when they made it to Big 12. You know, it's like we had no history, no rivalry with any of those Texas teams. Like we had no business playing any of those Texas teams. Even though we was smoking their asses, we had no business playing any of those Texas teams. The Big 8 was so, other than the Big 10, who was the grandfather of them all, but the Big 8 was bad motherfucker. Nobody wanted to come play a Big 8 team. It's Colorado, K-State, Snyder down there. Colorado was national champs in 92. K-State was Mark May quarterback, man. They were third in the nation that year. Other than Kansas, Iowa State, Seneca Wallace, bro. These teams were top 10 every year in the Big 8. And when they did that Texas deal, which they called it the Texas deal because Texas got all the TV rights. Yeah. Win or lose. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? And then we won that first Big 12 conference against Texas A&M.
Yeah, see, and it's just so much more. It just feels like, I don't know. It just feels like there's so much more mutual respect too, like
right.
Except with Colorado. Colorado fans typically are fucking assholes.
Man,
I'll say that. Those are the ones that I'll paint with the broad brush.
Yeah, that's real hate.
They're kind of fucking assholes.
Y'all some fucking idiots.
But like Nebraska's rivalry with Iowa or whatever. Like I don't care.
It doesn't
Iowa.
exist.
I don't give a shit. It seems like Iowa fans care a lot
more about it than that one didn't. Iowa State. Care. Yeah, we had a rival. They would come in here and fucking ball with us. Yeah. Iowa, there's no history.
Yeah,
there was never any history there.
Yeah, they're trying to make it the like Black Friday rivalry game every year, and it's like I don't fucking care.
I don't feel
like
it.
I'm tired of losing to them. I'll say that. I'm tired of losing to them.
It's like, not a rivalry.
Good games every year. You beat the shit out of us. Like I'm not gonna say we're better than you or like you shouldn't be playing with us.
I think if they bought Iowa State in here, I would be more excited. Because that was...
Well, yeah, see, that's what I've been saying. Like, even a game with Iowa State would be more exciting to me than a game with any Big Ten team.
Yeah, because historically, we had a few battles with them that I remember. Seneca Wallace, man, they came in here and ran our option on us.
Yeah, like, I don't care. Like, the Big Ten team might as well just be named any Big Ten team. And they might as well just wear gray jerseys when they come in here. And it could just be any of them, and I wouldn't care. It makes no difference. My level of excitement does not go up and down.
No excitement,
depending on who we're playing, like it did back in the day. And maybe that's because we're bad. maybe that has less to do with the teams and more because we're bad. You know, like maybe when I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose every goddamn week.
Maybe I wasn't even sure if I was gonna watch. I felt
it's
like
just not that fun.
I felt like maybe if I don't watch, they'll win.
Yeah, that's getting kind of sad to me. I kind of hate Scott for that.
Oh,
like I almost don't even want to watch the games anymore.
Take a shot, man. Take a shot. I think it's just a different style of coaching these days too. It's like I said in my day, Tom Osborne, man. Final score would be 77-3.
Yeah,
and everybody on the sideline got some clock. Even the scout team dudes who didn't even have the ends on their helmets yet, because that's how they did it back then. It's the scout team quarterback in here running the option, and he got 65 yards through the air, 30 on the ground, and everybody knows his fucking name, and he's the scout team quarterback. Today, if a coach 77-3, he's looked down upon.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Like, what the fuck? You're supposed to stop me. We're not supposed to hold ourselves back. And even my son's game the other day, you know, they ended up winning, but I'm like, now you're just playing to maintain the game. You've been busting their ass all game. Bust their ass. I guess I would be fired for that because I'm running it up.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to score 100. If we can put 100 on the board, let's do this.
Yeah, why not?
Why the fuck not? You know, and I see a lot of everybody's coaching conservative. You don't see those high score, kill you, get you the fuck out of your games anymore, man. And
yeah, that is weird.
Like when you're up, man, go.
Well, I mean, if you're just running your offense and it's scoring touchdowns, like
go.
Isn't that the point?
That's the point. And Tom Osborne said that. Your job is to stop us. We're not to hold ourselves back.
Yeah, I was upset about that. I was upset about there was like 20 seconds left or something. We had 2 timeouts.
We had 2 shots,
and they just let it go to overtime. I was a little upset about that.
That's not coaching right there, man. Yeah. That's cowardly coaching.
That seems like coaching to lose.
Coaching to lose. But yeah, I guess I would just be
coaching to not lose, I guess.
Yeah,
as opposed to coaching to win.
Yeah,
because apparently You ever heard people say that? There's a difference between playing to not lose and playing to win.
Oh yeah, you used to hear it all the time.
Yeah, I think that might be Nebraska's problem. Is they just don't want to lose anymore. It's less about we want to win and more about
We just don't.
I don't want to lose.
We don't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just crazy. I can't fucking believe the ways they figure out to lose.
It's
man.
gonna happen again, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen again.
What they're gonna lose? They're gonna lose horribly again.
Nah,
I believe that. I believe that. I think we got a couple more of those in us.
I feel the momentum building.
I do too.
In this next game, when they do win, it's gonna be because of the players. It's
Yeah.
not gonna be because of the coaches. It ain't gonna be that movie.
Yeah.
Them boys.
I just feel like I've been saying that every week for 4 football seasons straight. Like, oh, it's so close. This
And
week.
I'm saying it because I
This
got
week
more
it's gonna
faith
be
in
this
the
week.
players than I do the coaches right now.
Yeah.
Some of the looks on them babies' faces, man, they babies to me. I'm gonna say that.
Right.
You know, just like damn. When they do get back on top of the hill, I feel like it's gonna be because of themselves and not the coaches. I mean, you had some great players throughout sports history,
Sure.
and I'll use Michael Jordan for one. Okay, the GOAT, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
one of the baddest motherfuckers that ever touched the rock. But as a owner, coach, he fucking sucks. Magic Johnson,
Baseball player.
one of the sucks. Magic Johnson, one of the
Golfer.
greatest, if not the greatest point guard in NBA history. But his coaching stint with the Lakers was hot garbage.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just
I
because
get
you were,
Yeah, just because you're a great player, don't
you
necessarily.
know what I mean? And I'm not trying to shit on Scott. You was a hell of a motherfucker, man. But where's your ability to motivate and keep motivated on a steady line?
Mm-hmm.
You can go give your speeches and your rah-rahs all the fuck you want. But are they reacting to you? They got to be able to react to you.
Yeah, that's true.
It don't matter if you in the weight room lifting weights with them or putting your helmet on in practice. They got to be able to relate to you all in one.
That makes sense.
You know, just
I mean, it seems like the kids are on board.
yeah, they're definitely
for
on
sure.
board, but I think for themselves right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They're for themselves right now. I don't think they're too much taking the feedback from the coaches right now because
Well, I mean, maybe this is when they start holding each other accountable. too,
Exactly.
because this is like, we lost this game. I mean, we're talking about kids, like not to put anybody specifically out there,
right.
but we lost this game because of you. Like, you didn't do what you were supposed to do, and we all lost the fucking game because of it. You know, you did something. You dropped a pitch. You kicked the ball the wrong way. Like, you specifically did something, and now we lost the game. So I think it will be that point where they're finally tired of it from each other.
Hold each other accountable.
Yeah. There's a fucking fly on my mic. Yeah, I don't know.
Who we got next week anyway?
Northwestern.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's,
Well, yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
yeah, that's a tough one.
We'll see y'all next
And
week.
dude, it's always, no matter who we're playing, we always play exactly to their level. So it's like we lose by 3.
I haven't
or
seen
we
Northwestern play
We
this
lose
year.
by 7. Apparently they're pretty bad. But
Well, they're never fucking good, and they come in
Yeah.
here, you know what I mean?
I
So
don't
that's
know.
the thing with that. They ain't never top 10. I don't think they've ever came in here top 10, 25, 20. I don't think they've ever came in here.
I don't think so. Well, was it last year that they went to the Big Ten championship?
Maybe last year, year before
Yeah,
that.
there's one year where they were pretty good.
Because, you know, they got that division bullshit, which is another thing I don't like. The East-West division, Big
I
Ten.
kind of like that.
You like that? I'm
Yeah.
just it's the Big Ten.
Yeah. Well, then I like it to figure out who the champion is.
Yeah, I think
That's why-
they
that's
had
why-
to do that.
that's
Yeah,
why
that's
I
why
like
they had
it.
to do that. That's why they had.
Because otherwise, because if it's just is that how the SEC does it? Just the number 1 and the number 2 teams
Right.
play each other,
Yep.
and they probably played each other already.
Right.
know?
Yeah, SEC. I think somebody's gonna play each other twice.
Well, it's going to be Alabama and LSU, or
Right.
Alabama and Georgia, or
that's it. Stop.
yeah,
that's
that's
it.
that's all it's going to be. Like, I feel like splitting it up into the 2 divisions at least gives like Northwestern or somebody a chance to kind of sneak in there. Otherwise, I mean, I think the Big Ten's kind of a toss up every year anyway. It's either
Right.
it's Ohio State
Again.
and
Whoever else.
blank, And it could be anybody.
Whoever else.
Except Nebraska, I guess.
Except Nebraska.
Damn,
Man, I think we're going to be all right, though, man.
That shit's crazy.
Well, I had a kid in here the other day. I cut. He's Carney's a wide receiver, man.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember his name now. Carney's quarterback. He's whatever the Heisman Trophy is in their league.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to high
He's
school
a Carney.
football.
No, this is college. Carney College.
Oh, UNK?
Yeah, they're top 10 right now, bro. And he said
shit.
a couple years ago they were top 3 in the nation.
Damn.
So, maybe they the home state pride, man. You better go get you a UNK hat.
Hey, maybe I like bowling now.
What are they, the Lopers? Yeah, we national champs in bowling?
Every year, dog. Women's bowling.
What is
got
it? The shooting shit? We're national champs in that.
Trap, volleyball, I guess.
Even they're kind of
We're pretty good at baseball, I guess, now.
Yeah. But what they do, they bought a homeboy back in here.
Yeah.
This is Nebraska. You just got to do that. This is Nebraska. This is all we got here. We don't have a pro team. There's nothing else. So you got to keep this trophy polished, bro. You got to bring some home blood back in here.
Yeah.
At least a few.
Yeah. You've been past couple of weeks, you've kind of made it your mission to show me some white rappers I never heard of.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Who's your favorite besides the Beastie Boys? I guess I think you said the Beastie Boys are your favorite.
It's the Beastie Boys, man.
Yeah. Who's your favorite? Who's your number 2?
My number 2.
Give me your top 5. Your top 5 white rappers.
My top 5 white rappers.
Yeah. Me and my wife listen to Back to the Hotel all the time.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Beasties.
Yeah. I mean, Eminem probably. He's
definitely on there. I'm because all these dudes are like in their own stage. You know what I mean? So my list is, but definitely the Beasties, Eminem.
Yeah, it didn't have to be in order.
Black Teenagers.
Yeah, so they're good, man. They're real fucking good.
That's probably about it right now.
Third Base. Is Third Base on there?
Yeah, they gotta have him on there.
Search. I've been listening to them. He showed me Third Base last week. I've been listening to them this week. I like them.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
They motherfuckers was the shit in the golden era of hip hop. Yeah, Third Base definitely on my list. Yeah.
Have you always been into white rappers? Like you've never cared?
No,
you just
didn't care.
If you like I
was
the music,
that black
you like
kid. I thought it was dope because he was white, especially if he was spitting. And I'm gonna take you one back, bro. And everybody, all the old heads, gonna be like, yeah, Everlast. When he was MC Everlast, he rapped with Ice-T on the West Coast. Had long hair and shit. He used to rap in a tuxedo and Jordans, and he had a whole different flow, man. He would move, he had that movement and shit. I was like, damn, who is this white boy, man? So I'm going to go back to Everlast. I'm going to definitely put Everlast on there. He's a pioneer in the game, man. And even though he's not a rapper.
Even though Eminem ripped him up.
It's Everlast first.
Yeah.
I'm going back to 88, 89.
For sure. Whitey Ford.
I got to put him in there. And again, even though he's not a rapper, he had a lot to do with hip hop. I'm gonna throw Beck in there.
Oh, okay.
He had a lot to do with hip hop.
Yeah,
a lot more than people know or realize. So that's them's my white homies there.
All right.
Yeah. But if you listen to that early Everlast, it was gangster. He was a gangster rapper. He was with Ice-T.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean? I didn't know that he was Irish. I thought he was Italian because that's kind of how he rocked with the suits and shit, which was nobody was rocking in tuxedos and shit and Jordans and shit. You know what I mean?
I think white rappers kind of have to be legit. There's like more pressure almost for a white rapper. Like you gotta have a nice flow or something. You gotta be
legit.
You gotta be real lyrical. You gotta be because I don't know if there's any white mumble rappers really.
And you know what? And he got a hard time, and I don't know why. But Vanilla Ice, man.
Yeah.
Dude was dope. Dude was spitting. I don't know why he got a hard rap. I don't know where that happened. Because you play that song right now, motherfuckers are saying the words.
Yeah,
white dudes, black dudes, brown dudes.
That's like a timeless classic.
It's a timeless classic. And the album, I had the tape. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, man. I don't know where Vanilla Ice got that. I can't even pinpoint.
Maybe people just thought he was corny, maybe.
No, I remember he challenged MC Hammer to a dance off. It kind of started a beef between him and Hammer. And a lot of people thought Hammer was a joke.
Yeah, we talked about this before the show last week, but MC Hammer, he was
Hammer was a gangster,
he
man.
he was putting people on. He was putting people on lists.
He had a list. He'll deny that shit to this day. But MC Hammer had a hit list, man. That dude wasn't just a dancer, man.
Yeah, you fuck with MC Hammer, and he's putting your name on a list.
You come up missing, man.
Apparently,
yeah. Don't play with Hammer. Don't fuck with Hammer to this day, man. That dude from Oakland. You don't fuck with an Oakland motherfucker, man. I don't know about Brooklyn and Dallas, but fuck around with an Oakland motherfucker, boy. Shit. Yeah. That was my guy.
Vanilla Ice.
I got him. Yeah. I didn't mind him.
Okay.
I remember playing that shit at the skating ring all the time. That shit would pack the floor.
Yeah. But he stole that, didn't he? Didn't he?
He sampled it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but didn't he like deny it? Didn't he say it was different or something? I thought there was some controversy about it. He tried to say
and
that.
I remember the original song.
Yeah, Under Pressure.
Under
was Bowie.
Pressure.
Yeah,
that was
you can't steal Bowie's
Under Pressure. Yeah, that was a cold ass song right
riff,
there.
Man. Yeah,
but I think Bowie even took it from somebody.
probably.
I think it. I got the song, and the song's been sampled so much, and I never knew about this band, but I'll remember it, and I'll send you the song. You'll be like, holy shit, who are these dudes? They look like Greasers from The Outsiders. It's that kind of like a rockabilly kind of like band, man. And it's a trip.
They make you read that in school, The Outsiders.
I actually watched the movie. It was a hot movie. It was the movie when I was a kid. Yeah, it was the movie when I was a kid.
Who was in that? Was Johnny Depp in that?
No, Tom Cruise.
I'm thinking of Crybaby. I think
Tom Cruise. Ralph Macchio.
I think your man Rob Lowe might have been in that.
Definitely Rob Lowe. Patrick Swayze, Emilio Estevez.
Dang. They were all like 14 or something.
Matt Dillon.
They were young, right?
Yeah, they were all young.
Damn.
Yeah, them was the guys back then, man. It was in all these, they were unhurt. Nobody knew who these dudes were. Maybe Patrick Swayze. But Ralph Macchio became the Karate Kid. C. Thomas Howell did a fucked up ass movie called Soul Man, where he painted himself black and gave himself a jerry curl. Oh, but it was actually kind of fucking funny. Patrick Swayze went and did his thing in Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, Ghost.
Tom Cruise became Maverick.
Obviously, yeah.
Who else? Rob Lowe. He did St. Elmo's Fire, where he was fucking everybody in the movie. that's why he was my dude, man. He was getting ass in every movie. Shit. Yeah, The Outsiders, man. That movie was the shit. I remember that movie coming out about 83, 84, 5 maybe.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
movie.
we watched The Outsiders movie in school. It was like let's watch this old ass movie.
Yeah, I guess it would have been old. Yeah. It was definitely old, even when you was in high school. Yeah, that's an old one.
Yeah,
but it's
man.
a classic though.
Yeah.
Another timeless classic. Like what I watched yesterday morning. I watched Hoosiers. You ever seen it?
Mm-mm.
Great fucking movie, man. Whether you're a basketball fan or not, Gene Hackman, anything Gene Hackman's in.
Okay.
It's about an old 50s basketball team in Indiana.
I think maybe I have seen that. Actually.
Great fucking movie, man. Great fucking movie. I could never turn it when it comes on. I think not Robert Duvall.
It's not the movie about like the first team with black kids or something.
No, that's
what is that movie called? I thought that was Hoosiers.
I can't remember the name of that movie, but I know that story.
Yeah, it's like the first college team that had black players.
It's now the University of Texas El Paso, but back then it was West Texas University. I could have that wrong. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. But I think it was West Texas University back then, and now they're UTEP. They've been UTEP for a long time now. Man, what was the name of that movie?
Coach the team. Glory Road.
Glory Road. Yeah, that's it. Glory Road. Great fucking movie.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's a good one.
Yeah, I remember that story. Well, even in the early 80s, man, I mean. Okay, well, did you watch Wonder Years the other day when that came on? You know what that show is?
Yeah, I've never seen it, but they
remade it.
rebooting it?
And they made it black, okay? Well, there's a part in the show, man, I fell out of my fucking bed, man, where they were finally, and this is in the 60s, you know, where integration and all that shit, and they were finally able to play white teams, you know, go into other neighborhoods and play white teams and shit, right? So the son comes home and is like, Dad, you know, we gonna play. And he's like, bullshit, there's plenty of good teams in your own neighborhood. And I'm like, damn. Even in the 80s, my dad, all the competition is right here in your own neighborhood. So I go to my mom. My mom's like, let him play. He's like, nope, he ain't playing against him. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't good, you know, from my dad's days. You know what I mean? I remember in high school getting flatly called nigger to my face here in Nebraska.
Yeah.
So growing up, and then a couple years ago, seeing what happened in Fremont, and it happened in there too. The mentality, you know what I mean? Not, and I hate the saying reverse racism, but even in the early 80s, coming from the 60s, was only 20 years in between. So we had to be weary.
Yeah.
We had to be aware that if we go into their gym and we whoop them, are we gonna be able to get out of here?
Yeah, somebody might have a problem.
Right. So Pops was real anal about that, and I'm watching that on that show, and I'm like, oh, I fucking remember that. I remember that. That was crazy.
Yeah, it looks pretty. It's got that black dude from Psych. You ever watch Psych?
Yeah. Dule Hill.
Yeah. That dude, I like him a lot. He's funny.
Yeah. It's a hell of a show, man, and even. We watched the Wonder Years, Fred Savage, you know, back in the 90s. You know,
yeah, I guess I've never seen. I thought it was always
great show, man.
I thought it was always about a black family.
Nah, it was
Wonder Years.
They were
a white family,
a Jewish family.
Yeah,
I think they were Jewish. Yeah, they were Jewish.
Yeah, I've never seen the old one.
Yeah, great show, man. You'd love it. Yeah, you'd love it today.
You think so?
Because it was, even though it was a different timeline, everybody, it was.
Yeah, I mean, like family sitcoms.
Yeah, it was like, that every.
It's the stories are pretty universal,
and it was real shit.
Yeah,
you know, it wasn't that dumbass sitcom.
Yeah, like 200 years from now, families will still be dealing with, you know,
exactly
the same. I mean, there'll be different issues, but it's the same.
You're gonna find
it'll
some
boil
interest.
down to the same shit.
Right, you'll find some interest
common ground
in the Wonder Years.
Yeah,
in this one, they made it black.
Okay.
So and Fred Savage is an executive producer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the original cast.
Yeah,
right yeah. I like what they did with it. I really love what they did with it.
Yeah, cool. Well, on that note, we're out of time. Been about an hour 10, minus I guess the 2 minutes where we fuck around in the beginning to give me some time to chop that shit up. Like I said when we got started, like the video, subscribe, like our stuff on Instagram, tell your friends. That's the most helpful thing you can do. Honestly, just tell your friends. Have them check us out wherever they get podcasts. We're on every single podcasting app, and if we're not, let me know, and I'll make sure we get on there. Anyways, good to talk to you guys. Hope you have a great week. See you later.